Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And I'm a day late because yesterday Zoom just took over my life. I had like 2 Zooms in the morning and then I had 2 Zooms in the afternoon, and somewhere in there I had to do my meditation and my lunch, and then I had another appointment in between there, hair appointment, that takes a little while, so in another town. So yeah, next thing I knew, that my day was just gone. So thanks for being patient and coming in here today. Hopefully some people jump on and take a peek at what we're doing. And then, but I got lucky. So yesterday I was going to do another alternate for the lovely lavender kit, and then all of a sudden my paper pumpkin, my new one, showed up in yesterday's mailbox. As I was going to my hair appointment, I checked the mail, and there it was. It had said it was delivered Saturday. It didn't show up Saturday. It didn't show up Monday. It didn't show up, well, Monday was a holiday. It didn't show up Tuesday. So I had to call the company and say, hey, it says it was delivered Saturday. I don't have it. It hasn't shown up. And so they're sending me another one. And then after they sent it, of course, I got mine. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it landed in the wrong mailbox and the person was just like, oh, that goes here, or if the mail delivery person maybe lost it in their vehicle or something. I have no idea. But I guess I'm going to be getting a second one, so I'll probably use that as a giveaway. So hang tight. You could win this if you don't already have this. So let's go ahead and take a look at this new kit. Cute, right? Cute, cute box. I thought maybe somebody saw the box was super cute and decided they wanted it, but it came back. All right, so because it's an all-inclusive kit, all you have to do is add scissors. Everything else is in the box. And I think I've told you before, I try and stay away from social media so that I don't get the spoiler. I want to know as a surprise in here on this live what's in the box. But because mine was so delayed, without even realizing it, I happened to see something, so I have an inkling of what's in here. I did take off the plastic so I could get the regular ink pad to use. I needed to know the color. So I did take off the plastic, but other than that, I have not looked at it. So, see, you can see it's still all nice. So this is the Early Espresso ink pad that always comes. You always get at least one. Sometimes you get more than one. Sometimes we get 2. But I like to use my regular size pad because I use these as giveaways in my in-person classes. All right, and then we have our photopolymer stamp set. Oh, I was gonna get those out because we also have these that match with this, and you can see here there's some daffodils, so that's gonna go nicely with these. We have a rabbit, we have a little chick. It says Happy Easter, welcome baby, and springtime greetings. Oh, I like that. Nice, few different uses for that. So that's our photopolymer stamp set. And then if you recall, with January's kit, we had these add-on dies, which I think are still available. And now we can see where it's going to come in handy, because now we have the daffodil die that cuts out that. All right, and then we still have our sentiment piece. We have love, which can totally work for baby, and then we have some greenery. So pretty much all of this can work with this kit, is my guess. We'll have to see. So then it comes nicely wrapped in our tissue paper, which we sometimes also use for products or projects. And then we have this. Oh, so we have 3 different projects, 3 of each. And it looks like 3 of them are cute little treat boxes. That's what I accidentally saw online the other day, and then quickly realized what it was and was like, oh, I don't want to see that, and didn't look any further because I like to be surprised. Do you like surprises? Everybody say surprise if you like to be surprised. I love surprises. So here we go. All right, we'll move this box out of the way for now. We have our tear and tape. I love that they're using tear and tape instead of always the glue dots. Woohoo! But along with the tear and tape, your Take Your Pick tool is still a great tool for your tear and tape. It helps burnish it down, and then it helps pick it up. So even though we're not using glue dots as much, I would say that this Take Your Pick tool is still a great investment to help make your kit experience that much better. Hi, Missy. Actually, because we're on the Junebug Creations page, you don't have to tell me who you are because it will actually show me. It's only in groups where it doesn't show me, but thank you. I appreciate it. I love that you always catch that and realize that. All right, so let's take a look here. So this is the stamps because this is no longer printed on. We have our stamps here so that we always know what we have. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to use this. Some people put their stamps into a binder. Some people put them into the stamp cases. I haven't quite figured out what to do because right now when I have a kit, say like this one, that is not completely done, I leave it together like this and use it for my paper pumpkin Playdate classes where people come and I lay out 5 or 6 different boxes and then they can choose 3 cards from whichever box they want to use up the rest of my paper pumpkin. So I keep it all together. So I haven't decided what to do now that they have this, but we'll just keep it together now so that we can make sure we always get all of our stamps back. All right, so here we have our no-fail instructions. That's one of the best parts about these kits, whether it's paper pumpkin or the kit collection kits, the no-fail instructions. They have come so far from the beginning. In the beginning, it was black and white photos with a little bit of verbiage, but then you weren't quite sure, and the photos didn't always go with the verbiage. These are just so much better. So it shows us what designs there are. So there's 9 projects because there's 3 of each of 3. This shows all the ingredients in the kit. So we do have some dimensionals, some tear and tape, and then I think that's the bling. Oh, we have some glue dots over here, so there will be some glue dots. We have the color coordinating colors. So we have Berry Burst, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, and Very Vanilla. All right, and then here are some ideas for some alternate cards, which, oh, those are kind of cute. We might be making those. We might be like, I kind of like that one. We'll have to see where that one, I wonder if they did that out of the dies. We'll have to check and see. This might be something I do, because sometimes I like to use the ideas that they have. Missy says the Take Your Pick tool is good for bling as well. Yes. Hi, Chrissy. Welcome, welcome. Chrissy is all the way from down under joining us. So we have 3 different projects. And so what I like to do is I use this so I know what ingredients go with which project. So we're going to divvy that up right now. I'm going to take out my adhesive. So this is our bling. We have little white dots. And then we have our Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, so we're going to need one of these. What is this? Oh, this is a card front. I'm like, what? I don't know what that is. Okay, so that's a card front and it matches our box. It's so cute. And then here is one of our boxes. So do you all have your kits? I mean, like I said, I was supposed to have mine on Saturday. It didn't come in. I called the company. They're sending me one, and then I got the kit. Of course, right? And I would have called back and said, hey, don't send it, but they'd already sent it. So let's see which envelopes, that's what I like to do, is which envelopes go with which. So this envelope goes with this card base. All right. So I like to divvy everything up. So this one will go over here, and we'll have this one over here, and put these envelopes away. And then we have this card base. How adorable. I love bunnies. Do you like bunnies? Everybody say bunny. If you like bunnies, I love bunnies. I used to, as a kid, we had some neighbors across the street that had bunnies. I won't tell you the horror story from my mother. But anyways, I used to love going over there to feed the bunnies. It was just awesome. All right, I will tell you, because now you're curious, right? Are you curious? Do you want to know the story about the bunnies and my mother and her thinking it was okay? I guess is how you would say that. So I used to always go across the street to the bunnies, but what I didn't know is they would eat the bunnies. And so one day I come home from school and I'm like, oh, what's for dinner? And instead of my mom saying, hey, we're having rabbit, she gives me the name of the bunny that we were about to eat. Yeah. Needless to say, I did not eat dinner that night. I refused. I ran to my room crying and refused to eat dinner. And I don't eat rabbit. I just don't. Not even when my ex-husband brought home a rabbit that he had killed, you know, out in the desert. Nope, no rabbit. Not, don't do it. I don't. All right, so then we need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I think of these as bunnies, not rabbits, but I can't eat rabbit. If someone were to have it at a restaurant or have it at home, there's no way I could do it. Just not possible for me to do it. All right, so we need this frame here. Carefully. So you don't want to tear this out because it's a frame. And we're going to pull this out. So let's see. Oh, hello, Laura. Great to have you on here. So Missy says she got hers. She did the 2 cards. She didn't do the bag because she couldn't figure out how to fold it. Ah, so you're waiting for me to fold it and either mess it up or figure out all the ins and outs of it. That's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it. All right, and so then we need this. All right, and as we know, we hang on to this because we never know if we're going to want it as a stencil, right? So then we're going to do this. And I would say the same thing about this inside piece. We don't want to get rid of it because we might use that as a stencil. All right, so do we have everything with it? Then we have our linen thread. I love linen thread. We've been using it a lot in these. Looks like I have everything set up. So project 1 is this one. So we're going to move these out of the way. Move them over this way. And now we're going to do project 1 following the instructions this very first time. I'm going to set the envelope away. I'm going to scoot those all off of here. Oh, we have double-sided cards. You know what that means. We know what Sharon's going to do. She's going to cut all these up and she's going to make a whole lot of cards. And you know that means that's probably what I'm going to do too, because how cute is that? And it's on the back, so we got to bring it to the front, right? We have to. All right, so then what we want to do is take our chipboard, lay this out. We're going to use the Happy Easter. All right, so we want to make sure to put our photopolymer stamp on there and then pick it up with our block. And as you all know, I use the ergonomic block versus the little one that comes in the kit. I'm going to use a smaller one. And I like to use my different sizes. That's the joy of having multiple blocks, and that's something you can do. Like right now, if you wanted to get a prepaid paper pumpkin and you want to bump it up to the next $50 mark for your free product from Celebration, getting a block, getting some other size blocks, getting your take your pick tool, getting a pair of snips or a bone folder, that's a great way to bump it up to that $50 increment, because that's how we want to think during Celebration, is in $50 increments. All right, so we're going to take our little take your pick tool and we have some things to pop out here. So we want to pop those out. And it's just easier with your take your pick tool, because then your fingers don't get in the way and tear. Oop, that tore, but it's on the back, so it's okay. And then we have this one. There we go. All right. So now the gray dots are our glue dots. So we're going to put the glue dot using our take your pick tool. We're going to put the glue dot on here and pop off that little white top, and then take this glue dot, put it in this corner, pop off our little white top. which mine doesn't pop very far. Some people are able to make that baby pop far away. All right, so we're just hitting each corner with our glue dots. Here we go. And then one more. All right. So, I don't know, I just don't seem to be able to get those to pop off. And then we're going to take our frame and we're going to center it around our bunnies, so it doesn't go all the way to the edge. There we go. And then lay those down like that. Then we want to put the hexagons are our dimensionals, all right? So we're going to put dimensionals on the back of the flowers. And move those off. On the back of the flowers and on our sentiment piece. So fairly simple card, but it's going to look amazing. I just know it because it's really cute with those bunnies. All right. I keep wondering, I need to look up and see if anyone commented on what my mother did to me with the rabbit thing. That just was, to this day, she still just laughs about it. I'm always like, Mother? And I don't call her Mother unless I'm frustrated with her. Otherwise, she's Mom or Mumsy Wums. But when it comes to that rabbit thing, she's Mother. All right, so we're going to put this ribbon sentiment piece, oh, don't slide that under, over here, and it just goes over the edge like that. And then all these wonderful flowers. Daffodils. Do you like daffodils? Everyone say daffodils if you like daffodils. I love daffodils. I tend to buy them already like cut because, so that one goes there. I don't know if it really matters where you put them. I don't think they have to be exact. You can make them exact. Here we go, that one's a little more exact. All right, so we have this one down here. Was I missing one? Oh, I guess there wasn't one supposed to be one there. Let's see if I can pull that up. Yep, it pulled up. All right, so that one should be over here. And then there's this one right here. And look, that card is already done. And then of course, if you want, you can stamp on the inside. I'm not going to today, but you could. How cute is that? And then of course we have this adorable card, the envelope. Ooh, look, and it's patterned all the way in. That means it could be used for a card as well. We might have to pull in some cardstock when we do our alternates, eh? So let me see. All right, oh my. I think the oh my's are probably for what my mom did, right? Played with this kid on Sunday. Have a horror story too. Beloved spaniels and an unfortunate bunny. Oh no, that's terrible. Laura, that's terrible. Love bunnies, so cute. Wish we could get paper pumpkin in Australia. Oh, that's right. You don't have it in Australia. Maybe one day it might be coming. You've never had a rabbit? I've never owned one. I used to think I wanted one in my classroom because you can litter box train them, but I never got to that point. Hosenpfeffer. All right, Hosenpfeffer. Was that the name of your rabbit, Laura? Because that's pants pepper pants. And if you translate that to English, the daffodils are different. Yeah. We have rabbit when we go to New Zealand and Italy. It is delicious. You know, if it weren't for that experience, I probably wouldn't mind it. I hear it tastes like chicken. So, but I can't. I tried the one that the ex-husband brought home after hunting. I did try it. I tasted it, but I couldn't. And I think he just kind of killed it too. It was like really tough meat, or it was just the fact that it may have been a jackrabbit, and they're not that tender. Anyone else frozen? Oh, am I frozen? I don't know. Am I frozen? Sorry, it keeps freezing. So I'll come back and watch later when your Wi-Fi is behaving better. Okay. Oh, I hope it's not me. I'm actually plugged in to the wall thingy, not just Wi-Fi. Let me know, I guess, Hasenpfeffer. Oh, Hasenpfeffer. Okay, the other, up above you put Hosenpfeffer. Okay, Hasenpfeffer is the German name of a rabbit dish. Right. Yes, I am familiar with that, and maybe that's what my mom made that day, but she made the mistake of saying the rabbit's name instead of saying Hasenpfeffer. Who knows? I don't remember. I was pretty young. It's been a while. All right, so let's see what we're going to do with this second card. Let's bring back our chipboard, and we're going to stamp on here. Oh, it goes with this up, so make sure you pay attention. This is up high. This is down low in front. And then we are doing springtime greetings. Springtime greetings. All right, like that. So am I freezing for everybody, or was it maybe just Chrissy who was having some troubles? Although I think Laura said something about freezing. I'll have to check on that. That's not a good thing. I started plugging it in because we were having a little bit of struggles with, oh, Donna. Hello, Donna. Hasenpfeffer is a German name of a rabbit dish. Yeah, so, but I just say, yeah, I can't. I don't know. If someone were to feed something to me and I tasted it and I liked it and then they said it was rabbit, it would probably be okay. But knowing beforehand, I can't. I can't seem to do it. All right, so then we have the chicks on here, and we're going to use our dimensionals in our corners and one in the center. I call it doing the 5, you know, like the dice. All right, so we'll take those off. And when I have a fingernail, they come off pretty easy. So I don't tend to use my take your pick tool for that. I know there are some people who do use their take your pick tool for getting those off. So make sure your card is opening on the correct side, and then center that top to bottom and side to side. There we go. And then we have this lovely wreath, and we're going to put glue dots behind the flowers. All right, so we're putting glue dots behind the daffodils. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Have any of you, I suppose some of you have eaten rabbit dishes, since Donna knew about the Hasenpfeffer. Yeah, and Chrissy said she liked it. Yeah, I'll stick with my chicken and my steak because I don't know who they are. Yeah, it really was just because she used the name. Otherwise, I probably would have been fine. As long as she didn't tell me where she got it. If she had said rabbit and then said she got it from the Grattans across the street, then I would have known. So, yeah. But anyways, I do like pheasant. Anybody like pheasant? I do like pheasant. I've had that once. It was really delicious. All right. Okay, so then this goes right over those cute chicks. Love it. Love it. All right, and then this one, oh, this one covers up our bottom flowers. All right, so we're going to use our dimensionals for this. And cover up those bottom flowers. Boo-hoo. All right. There we go. And then, you know what I forgot? We forgot to do gems. So let's get out those gems, which in this case are white dots. If I can open it, I know it's on here somewhere. Here we go. All right, so let's do these. So do you send cards for Easter? Are you a card sender for Easter? Or do you tend to do little gifts and little baskets of things? So on this one, we're using 5, we're using 3 of the large ones. Oop, I just pulled it off of there. All right, so the glue dot underneath stuck. All right, so one goes here. Here we go. All right, so see, my little putty end held onto it so I didn't lose it. There we go. Let's see. Put it not off the plastic. All right, and then we have another one down here. I guess I put that a little bit low. All right, come on. I'm having an issue with my stuff today. There we go. And then we have another one over here and another one over here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do 5, I don't do 6. I was working, doing a card class or a kit class with the birthday organizer kit, and they were using 6 gems on a card, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't, so neither could the people who were in the class. We all just did 5. All right, so this one also has 5, 3 of the big ones. So we have one over here, and then a little one over there, and then we have a big one. Oops, I'm having the time of this with these, aren't I? I usually am doing pretty good with gems, but today I seem to be having some issues. All right, and then this one is down there, and another large one is over there. All right, so there, now it is complete with our dots. Now let's check out this bag that Missy was struggling with, so we can show her and anyone else how to make it. All right, so let's take a look. We're going to use our tear and tape along this edge, so we want to have it the same direction as they do. And it shows we have these lines right here. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to burnish these. All right, so I'm going to fold the bottoms up like this. All right, Missy, with these other lines, just kind of think of the bag from the October, I think it was, the September or October one with the pumpkins and the little bag. It's the same kind of idea, I think. All right, and then this is going to fold in as well. So let's burnish that coming in. All right, and then let's take a look at what else. All right, so this is going to fold in. And I'm not going to burnish it too hard because it's not folding down. Now we have these, so we're going to be having this kind of an angle. So these top ones are going to be coming back a little bit. So I'm going to burnish those down that way, like that. All right. And then we have our sides. So we're going to burnish those because we're making a box, right? So then we're just going to keep folding it like this. And then fold it again like that. All right. And now these we have to kind of do with our hands because you don't want to do it all the way through. So you're just going to have to push it up like that so that you're just creasing along those lines. And we kind of had to do that with those bags with the pumpkins. I think that was September. It was either September or October. All right, so this one we're going to just kind of fold it back and just gently crease it towards you because that will then give you that look. All right, so let's start back here. we're going to put our tear and tape on that little tab. All right, so right here on that little tab all the way down and tear it. All right, and then what I like to do is put this back on, and I like to use this to kind of burnish it down. That way it doesn't lift up. The sticky stuff doesn't lift up. All right, so then before we pull that up, we have this one that needs a piece. Tear that off. There we go. And again, I'm going to burnish it with the end of my take your pick tool. And then it wants us to fold it over, or flip it over, I mean. And we're going to put it on this side here. So do that and then tear it. And again, burnish it with that cap. All right, so now we're going to use this end and take the paper off, flip it over. I'll take the paper off of here, take the paper off of here like this. All right, I'm not freezing for you, no freezing. Okay, good to know, good to know. All right, so now we're going to, I'm going to fold this in, and I'm going to fold this over and line it up. Sorry if I got my head in the way. I wanted to make sure to line it up here first. All right, here first, then we have our box. Now we have this tape here, so I'm going to fold, oops, I'm going to fold the little ones in first, fold this over this way, and this over this way, run my finger here, and then I'm going to take my take your pick tool and go on the inside again, because my hand is too big to fit inside there. Can I get it? Oh, I guess I can't. Well, not very well. So you can take your pick tool, and that will help burnish it there. So it's not, oh, I went a little crooked. Well, it's down now. I went just a touch crooked. So make sure you pay attention to that when you're folding it over, that you have it lined up equally. So you can see here I went just a little bit over. Is it a big deal? No. Is anyone really going to be looking at the bottom of the box? No. So am I worried about it? No, not at all. So then this is where you're going to push these in. You've already prepped that, and then it's going to go like that. Okay? Missy, what do you think? It's kind of like a milk carton. All right, that's what it makes me think of, as one of those little school milk cartons. I guess that's part of being a teacher. That's where I'm thinking about that. Okay, so just like that. How cute. Now, what I didn't do yet is I didn't poke out all these little holes, because that's where you're going to be sticking your linen thread. So you want to be popping out the holes, ouch, without poking yourself like I just did. All right, so pull out all those little holes. Probably would want to do that in the future right away, just so that you don't have them then, ouch, in the bag. And then you could use your piercing mat to do that, so that you don't have to have your fingers back there. All right, so then it's going to look like, all right, that one is not going through. Ah, this didn't pop out. I'm like, wait, it's not, I can't see all the way through it. There we go. So now you can see all the way through those holes. All right, so then they are saying to use about, they're saying 18 inches. That's a lot. So that's 13. We'll see. I'm cutting it at 18 inches. I'll let you know if I feel like that's too much. So then you can thread that through there, and then come back around and thread it back to the front like that. I like to line it up. Okay, line up the ends. Then I'm going to tie it in a knot. Pull tight. That's going to pull it closed, right? And you can put, of course, little treats in here. You can put chocolate in there. You can put a Cadbury egg in there. That's my favorite. What's your favorite Easter treat? Speaking of which, yeah, see, I feel like that's too much. I feel like that's too much. So what I might be inclined to do is put it back through. No, that'll be really not nice for the person getting it if they have to pull it apart that much. So I'm going to shorten this. I'm going to shorten this to 12 inches and see what that looks like. Because I think that will be, you know, I'm not sure this is linen thread at all, actually. It almost looks like the crumb cake baker's twine, more so. It's coming untwisted. Just gonna trim that off. It looks more like baker's twine than the linen thread, actually. Come on. Go through. Come on. Go through. Oh, come on. There it goes. All right, so yeah, okay, 12 inches is plenty. 18 was really a lot. You can still get a good bow out of 12 inches. 18 just made it hang down a lot. So I wouldn't use the glue dot trick here because then you'll have that glue dot on there. And it doesn't have to be totally tight. Yeah, 12 inches, look, 12 inches is plenty. Mine is all twisted. All right, so let's untwist these so it can show up nicer. There we go. All right, so yeah, 12 inches is plenty. 18 was way too much. So then we're going to put some dimensionals on these cutie pies, and they'll just go on the front of your little box. And then you could, like, if you have leftovers, you could make a cute little tag. Leftover things from another kit, mix and match it in there. You could totally make a cute little tag, a to you thing, using one of your, I think the Christmas kit had it or something like that. So, okay, so let's see. I had to jump off back. Oh, you missed the box. Oh my gosh. Missy, I was totally talking to you with the box to help you out. But that's okay. You can see, if you catch the replay, you'll be able to see how to do it. So super cute, super easy. I love these three things. How adorable is that? How adorable. I'm looking forward to playing with these over the course of the next couple weeks. I've already had some ideas pop into my head of what we could do. But I do love the box, so I may end up making myself a little template of the box on a piece of cardstock. Let me show you what I mean. So lay this out on a piece of cardstock and draw around it and draw in your lines, and that way you can make more using other DSP or cardstock or whatever. That would be really cute, because that's a cute box, but you know I'm going to end up probably doing something else with it. Then again, I might use all these other things and leave the boxes as is, because I do give away treat boxes, so that would be super cute. Not to teachers anymore, because my son's not here going to school. If we lived in the same town where he was going to the university, his university teachers would be getting cute stuff though, that's for sure. Good idea for the template. Yeah, so that would just be another way that you can extend your kit in a way by making a template out of this. It wouldn't be very difficult. You'd have to figure out what you were going to use this. If you have the old-fashioned scissors where they have the decorative ends, you could do that. If you have a die that does that, mine does a larger scalloped one, so I don't know that that would look as well. I think we have some other border dies that might work too, or you can just have it flat or use ribbon. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Now remember, when it comes to the paper pumpkin, so this is the kit we just did. Whoop, not that. Here we go. This is March's kit, and we're getting an extra stamp set. So it says free stamp set included. That's a second stamp set that's included for free, not the original stamp set that comes in it. So you want to subscribe to this before the 10th of March, which isn't all that far away, really. It's only about, I don't know, let's see, about 2 weeks or so away. All right, and right now during celebration, remember our perks. We have for the prepaid celebration, because with the prepaid subscription, you can get free celebration items. All right, and remember, keep in mind the idea of shopping in $50 increments, because for every $50 you spend, you get a free item. So like if you go to the 6 month and you do $127 for a prepaid 3 month, if you were to bump that up to $150, then you would get Stampin' Rewards as well as 3 free items from Celebration. For the 12 month, it's $243. You pay for 11, you get 12. You get up to 4 items for free, and you get $24.30 in Stampin' Rewards. Well, if you just added a block or a pair of snips or a take your pick tool and you took it to the 250 mark, you would get still the pay for 11, get 12. You'd get up to 5 free items from the celebration, and you would get $25 in Stampin' Rewards to get more blocks, more snips, more bone folders, whichever the case may be. So just an idea, keep in mind, think of $50 increments here for the rest of February, and then celebration is over. So if you've been thinking about doing this, you want to do it sooner rather than later. So I'll go ahead and put my link down in the comments so you can check it out, or you can just go to juneolson.stampinup.net, not June Olson, excuse me, junebugcreations.stampinup.net, and then click on Shop Now, go to Paper Pumpkin in the menu, and do the prepaid kits. So that's a great way to get lots of free stuff by doing an annual subscription. I have a lot of people who renew their annual subscription here during celebration for this very reason, and they always kick it to the next $50 mark so that they can get more free, because who doesn't love free? Everybody say free if you like something free. I like something free. So have a great rest of your Thursday, and I will see you back here again next Wednesday for Paper Pumpkin Playdate. And I'm moving it back into, let me just double check. I just was reworking my schedule yesterday. I'm moving it back to the mornings to 9:30, back to 9:30 on Wednesday mornings where it used to be, and we're going back to that because I need to get things set. All this floating stuff is just not working for me. It's too hard to remember what's what. So we're going back to a set schedule. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time. Bye-bye.